two bottles. One taken faithfully every single morning. The other sitting right beside it, small, ordinary, almost ignored. That second bottle changes everything about how much good the first one actually does inside your body. Here is what nobody tells you. Most people your age take turmeric every single day, convinced they are absorbing its benefits. But without one specific thing added to it, research shows that up to 95% of what you swallow passes straight through you, completely unused. 95%. Gone. Both start from the same golden root. Both look identical in the capsule or in the powder. But inside an aging body, they behave like two completely different substances. Turmeric alone is the version most people trust. Turmeric with black pepper is the version the science keeps pointing to. And it is not even close. What felt like a smart habit at 40 may be doing almost nothing at 65. And what looks like a trivial addition, something most people completely ignore, may be exactly what your body has been waiting for. Almost no one explains this difference. People buy turmeric supplements. They stir the powder into their morning tea. They follow the advice from some video. And year after year, they get a fraction of what this root could actually give them. Not because turmeric is failing them, because they chose the wrong form. Today I am laying it all out. What turmeric alone does inside a body over 50. What turmeric with black pepper does differently. Why aging changes, which one your body can actually use. And right at the end, I will tell you exactly which one the research says is the smarter choice for someone your age. Before we compare the two, let us talk about what turmeric actually is. Because most people know the name, almost nobody knows the science. Turmeric is not an ordinary spice. It is the dried, ground rhizome of a flowering plant, used in Ayurvedic and traditional Chinese medicine for over 4,000 years. What makes it powerful is not the color, not the taste. It is one compound, curcumin. Curcumin is turmeric's most active ingredient, the source of its anti-inflammatory properties, its antioxidant activity. The reason researchers across the world have published thousands of studies on this root. But curcumin has a problem, a serious one, and almost nobody mentions it when they hand you a bottle. The human body absorbs curcumin very poorly on its own. That single fact is what splits our two choices completely apart. Let us start with turmeric alone because it is what most people are already using. Capsule. Warm milk. Stirred into food. The method does not matter. Turmeric contains curcumin. That part is real. But here is what you need to understand. Curcumin on its own is what scientists call poorly bioavailable. That word simply means how much of a substance your body can actually absorb and use. For curcumin taken alone, that number is shockingly low. Research has established that standard curcumin is rapidly metabolized and eliminated before it ever reaches the tissues that need it most. The gut processes it quickly. The liver clears it fast. And what your blood actually receives is a tiny fraction of what you swallowed. You are taking it. Your body is not keeping it. Now, even that small fraction does something. A mild anti-inflammatory effect over time. The comfort of a warm morning ritual. That is not nothing. But here is the part almost no one tells you. After 50, the stakes of poor absorption are not lower. They are higher. As we age, systemic inflammation rises. Joints carry more wear. The cardiovascular system needs more support. The brain needs more protection from oxidative stress. These are exactly the areas where curcumin could help the most. And exactly the areas where poor absorption means it is not arriving. Turmeric alone is not hurting you. But for a body over 50 that genuinely needs what curcumin can offer, taking it without the one thing that unlocks absorption is like buying a key and never putting it in the lock. Before we continue, a quick favor. 99% of people watching right now have not subscribed yet. If this is helping you, please subscribe and leave a like. It takes 2 seconds, and it helps this channel keep making content like this. Thank you. Now, let us get to the part that changes everything. Now the second option. And this is where everything changes. The solution to curcumin's absorption problem is something you almost certainly already have in your kitchen. Black pepper. Ordinary. Inexpensive. Overlooked by most people taking turmeric every single day. Inside black pepper lives a compound called piperine. And piperine does something remarkable. It slows the rate at which curcumin is metabolized and eliminated. It holds the door open long enough for your body to actually absorb what it needs. A review published in Frontiers in Nutrition found that curcumin and piperine together modulate inflammation, reduce oxidative stress, and improve cardiometabolic risk markers, results curcumin alone consistently failed to match. But here is the number that stops people cold. Piperine increases curcumin absorption by up to 2,000%. Not 20, not 200, 2,000. That is not an improvement. That is a transformation. The same curcumin that was passing through your body and used is now being absorbed at a rate your cells can actually work with.
Think of it this way.
Curcumin alone is a letter with no stamp. It leaves with good intentions. It never arrives. Piperine is the stamp. And here is why this matters even more after 50. Aging slows digestion. Nutrient absorption weakens. The very changes that make you need more anti-inflammatory support are the same changes making absorption harder. For an aging body, the gap between these two options is not small. It is the difference between a supplement that works and one that is essentially decorative. One trade-off worth knowing. People with acid reflux, peptic ulcers, or very sensitive digestion should be cautious. Piperine can irritate the stomach lining in large amounts. But the amounts that produce the absorption effect are small, a pinch, a standardized dose. Gentleness is built into the mechanism. So let me put this simply. Turmeric alone, familiar, ancient, trusted by millions. But for a body over 50, it delivers a shadow of the curcumin it promises. Turmeric with black pepper. Unexpected, almost absurdly simple, and backed by evidence that the difference in absorption is not small. It is enormous. Tradition and comfort on one side, absorption and actual results on the other. For our age, that second side wins. Every time. But before I name the winner, stop here. This matters more than which form you choose. Curcumin and piperine are natural. They are not harmless for everyone. If you take blood thinners, warfarin, aspirin therapy, talk to your doctor before adding turmeric daily. Curcumin has mild blood thinning properties. That combination can be significant. If you take medication for diabetes, blood pressure, or any chronic condition, same advice. Piperine changes how certain drugs are metabolized. It can alter how much of your medication actually reaches your bloodstream. That is not a reason for fear. It is a reason for one important conversation with your doctor. One more thing. And this one can be dangerous. Turmeric supplements and turmeric essential oil are not the same thing. High-dose concentrated extracts carry real risks, including liver stress. Everything we are discussing today means culinary amounts and standard supplement doses. Not oils. Not megadoses. Natural does not always mean safe for everyone. The wisdom of age is knowing the difference.
So,
the answer to the question that brought you here. For the overwhelming majority of people over 50, the better daily habit is turmeric with black pepper. Not because it is trendy. Not because it sounds impressive. Because your body can actually absorb it. At our age, a supplement that promises much and delivers little is not a health habit. It is an expensive ritual. Turmeric with black pepper gives you curcumin's anti-inflammatory and antioxidant benefits in a form an aging body can genuinely use. Simple enough to fold into your morning like stirring a cup of tea, because for most people, it literally is. That said, turmeric alone still has a place. Golden milk. A turmeric-spiced meal. That habit has real value. Comfort, ritual, and some curcumin absorbed along the way. Cooking fats also help absorption, which is why traditional cuisines paired turmeric with oil and ghee long before science explained why. Just do not rely on it as your primary strategy. Think of it as a welcome guest at the table, not the plan.
Here is how simple this is.
If you use turmeric powder, add a small pinch of black pepper to the same drink or dish. That is it. Half a teaspoon of turmeric, a pinch of pepper, warm water or milk, a little honey if you like. Every morning. If you prefer supplements, look for piperine or black pepper extract on the label. Usually 5 to 10 milligrams alongside the curcumin. That small addition is what the research points to. Do this for 2 to 4 weeks. Notice how your joints feel on waking, how your digestion settles, how your overall ease changes. Your body will tell you the rest. No large doses. No complicated protocol. One small change. One calm morning after another. You know what the real wisdom of this little black seed is? It is not that it is powerful. It is that it is quiet. Piperine does not announce itself. It does not change the taste. Does not change the color of your cup. Does not demand to be noticed. It simply holds the door open and lets what was always there finally arrive. After 50, we know something the younger version of us did not. More is not always better. The right combination, the one that actually reaches where it needs to go, matters more than the loudest claim on any label. We used to chase the strongest dose, the most exotic ingredient, the most impressive sounding thing. But the years teach you to ask a different question. Not what does this promise, but what does this actually deliver? Caring for yourself after 50 is not about heroics. It is about precision. One small, informed adjustment, repeated every morning, quietly, faithfully. So tomorrow, when you reach for your turmeric, remember, you are not doing something complicated. You are doing something right. And it is out of mornings just like these that the years lived well are made. Take care of yourself.